just a taste of music from rock artist Dorothy Martin. She was named an artist you need to know by Rolling Stone, and her recent single, Black Sheep, has over 2 million views on YouTube.
And she's in town ahead of a performance at the 98 Rock Fest at Emily Arena. So Dorothy, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes. So what a way to start the morning with that music.
Yes, right? Especially if you need to go work out.
It's gonna wake you up for sure.
I love it. So can you kind of, for people who don't know you, kind of explain your sound to us?
Rock and roll.
Yeah.
You know, we love all kinds of rock and roll, so I find that it gets very eclectic in the studio. We like to pull from a lot of influences, but, you know, as long as I feel good about what I'm doing, we do it.
Right, and you were saying with your latest albums, you really had a role in the sound that you were delivering in every track. How important was that for you compared to past projects?
Well, very important, although I learned from everyone I've worked with, but I was very hands-on with writing. I would sit and comp my vocals with my producer, and so it was new for me to be that involved.
Yeah, and I want to talk about the influence of your music, because you had this pivotal moment in your life that really changed the trajectory and the kind of music that you were creating. Can you talk to us about that?
Are you talking about the miracle?
I am.
I witnessed ladies and gentlemen, I witnessed a miracle on my tour bus. Yes, I did. We were on tour, and we pulled off the road in the middle of the night. And my photographer, Skylar, woke me up, and she said that our tech wasn't breathing. He had, unfortunately, overdosed on heroin. You know, I'm in recovery. It was a dry tour, so that's the last thing I expected, right? Yeah. And so I go out in the front lounge, and he was definitely gone. It was like a knowing I had, but there was peace, and this intuitive thing said to me to pray for him. So I grabbed my sound guy, we started praying, and he was brought back to life, you know, before my very eyes. And my manager had been doing CPR on him for a while. Wow. The craziest part about the story was that the night before that, I was having a hard time emotionally, and I said, God, if you're real, I need to know.
Yeah. And
so
then that happened
the next day.
Wow.
So I got my answer. Yeah.
So has that influenced your music since
100%.
Then? Yeah.
Yes, I invite God into everything I do now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see it and hear it for sure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's amazing. So when I watched your video, I saw some boxing in there. Yeah. And you said that you do some boxing. And why did you want to incorporate that into the video?
Well, my director, Nick Peterson, sent me the location, and it was a boxing ring. It was a boxing gym in Los Angeles, and I saw the ring, and I was like, yes, that's right up my alley, and I thought it turned out really well.
Okay.
I love that.
Can we talk about some of your favorite songs that are on the album right now? Is one of them the song that's getting all those views and
Black Sheep?
Yes, streams and all that jazz?
That's for our rock and roll fans. That's for our music family. That's for you guys. Yeah.
That's a video from it.
Yeah.
What's another one that you really enjoyed?
I really love A Beautiful Life. I think it has a really beautiful message. It's very personal. I wrote it with Jason Hook from Five Finger Death Punch in Las Vegas. And then Gifts from the Holy Ghost, which we just debuted that at the Troubadour with my friend Slash. It was an awesome show.
Okay. Yeah, what was that like, getting to play with Slash?
Unreal. Just awesome. Yeah,
wow.
Such a nice human being.
Yeah. Okay. So I was just going to ask you, what is Black Sheep about?
Yeah. It's about our fans. It's about, you know, our rock and roll community. It's about anyone and everyone who's ever felt like out of place. But they have a place, they have a purpose, so we wanted to let them know that.
Okay.
So now you've been with Jay-Z's record label, Rock Nation, for I think you said about 9 years. And so that has led to a lot of time on the road. What is that like?
Oh man, touring is a grind. I drink a lot of water, I don't party, I sleep in, and I try to stay positive. Okay. And lots of prayer.
Yes, for sure. So you're here for a concert. Are you looking forward to that, and when are you performing?
Tomorrow we play 98 Rock Fest, and the next day we play Earth Day Birthday at the fairgrounds.
Okay.
Okay, well, so two times here. And you said you've been to Tampa before.
I have definitely been all over Florida.
Okay, so what do you think about Tampa?
I mean, I love the humidity. It's good for your, good for your skin. It's good for your vocal cords.
For all the things, yes. Okay, great. So you'll have to come back more often, please. We want to see you and actually hear you perform.
And everyone's so nice.
They are. You get that Southern hospitality
so
here.
So good. We need that in California. We need
yes, you do. So what is next for you?
In this summer, I will be working on album number 4 with my friend Scott Stevens and a bunch of really awesome guys out in Nashville.
Okay. How do you go about writing? What starts? Do you hear music first? Do you have like a theme? How do you start your writing process?
It's so different every time. Sometimes we'll be doing sound check and my guitar player will just play a riff. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna record this and I'll just yell gibberish into the microphone, which I translate later. That's how Gifts from the Holy Ghost was written.
Okay.
Sometimes, you know, my producer will have bones of a song and we kind of flesh it out together. It's really different every time, but you know, when inspiration strikes, you know it.
Okay, I love that. Very beautiful. Well, thank you so much for joining us. It's been such a pleasure chatting with you, and we're wishing you luck.
Thank you.
Of course. So again, Dorothy will be performing at the 98 Rock Fest at Amalie Arena, April 21st. For more information on her music, her tour, her story, you can visit her website. It is dorothyonfire.com.